Hi, my name is Molly Sullivan. I'm a member of Greenpoint, and I am here tonight to show my support for two things I love very much: the Kent Avenue Bike Lane and Teresa Toro. I'm a resident of CB1, and I'm thrilled to have the Kent Avenue Bike Lane in my community. It is part of the creation of a more sustainable, healthier transportation network. It is part of transportation planning that is for the non-car driving majority of this city. The bike lane helps to connect neighborhoods, create safer conditions on the street, and improve quality of life for all residents of this community. Additionally, I'm here to show my support for Teresa Toro. She is the most active citizen I have ever met, putting forth every effort to create more involved citizens out of members of her community. I understand that CB1 has been facing some divisive issues recently. It is important that people are heard out on these issues, not cast out or vilified. I've seen the way that the efforts of Teresa have directly benefited this community. She's a valuable source of knowledge and a tireless advocate. I hope that she is reinstated as chair of the Transportation Committee. We would all be lucky if she were afforded the opportunity to continue creating a safer and healthier community for us all and for future generations. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Elena Santigade, and I'm here from Transportation Alternatives. I'm also a resident of Brooklyn, and I'm active with our Brooklyn Volunteer Committee. Knowing that support is usually not as vocal as the opposition, TA has organized a concerted effort to demonstrate the broad-based support for Kent Avenue and the Brooklyn Greenway. In the last month, we have received 473 e-faxes from residents of this borough and this neighborhood and this community board in support of the Kent Avenue bike lane as it is right now. I have 40 more with me today. These are all in support of the lane. Kent Ave has gone from a dangerous street to a safer one. We're beginning to lay the framework for a healthier, more sustainable transport network through the Brooklyn Greenway. And thank you, Community Board 1, for all that you've done thus far. With the state of our economy and our environment on decline, I hope that we can get past this phase of the project and realize that this is a transportation project we need for our future. TA will be working with NAG to do safe cycling outreach in 2009, and our Brooklyn Volunteer Committee will be working on that as well. One thought that I want to leave everybody with, which I think is an interesting and important way to change the perception on projects like this Kent Avenue bike lane, is that greenways and bike lanes are necessary safety improvements, not amenities. And we're going to work to take this around the city, and it starts here. This was a bold and positive move for Brooklyn, and will connect really important greenways, part of a much larger 10-year-long project. And I think that we need to remember that as we talk about this issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Shauna Dobbins. I live in Greenpoint, and when the bike lane opened on Kent Avenue, it was very exciting because for a long time people have been using that as a way to get to the Williamsburg Bridge. So we're going to use it whether there's a bike lane or not, and the bike lane really makes it a lot safer. The small businesses in that area, I would not want to see go either, so I would love to work a compromise out, but I think it has to be a compromise and not just one way or the other. So if we could work as a community with the board, then that would be really great. I think it's part of a greater initiative and a really positive thing for New York City.
Did I miss Dominique? David Ball? Okay, you're the last person on this. Go ahead. No, walk me through it.
All right, my name is David Ball, and I'm just here to support the bike lanes on Kent Avenue and to thank the people that made it happen, and I'm glad the death trap is gone.
Adam Perlmutter, Rebecca White, and Maya Stephanie. In that order. Maya or Thayer or even Stephanie.
Good evening. I'm Adam Perlmutter. I used to be a member of the board. I'm a resident of Greenpoint. I use the Greenway with my son Lorenzo when we go bike riding. He's 6. I'm looking forward to doing it with my little baby Ezra soon. He's 16 months. I have to say that as I ride around the neighborhood on a bike, as I drive around the neighborhood in my car. There's no question about that. Teresa Toro has really transformed Greenpoint and Williamsburg. I don't think anybody here can take that away from her. My real issue tonight is really the way that we all communicate with each other. I've been somebody who's been on the sharp end of press articles that Teresa Toro has been quoted in, and you just deal with it. I mean, I remember one time there was an article, and I showed it to my wife, and she read it, and she said, "Teresa's right." You know? and the fact is that people said it tonight. If you're going to do community work, you got to have a thick skin. But I just ask that the board, that the chairman, that Teresa, that everybody get together and come up with a solution to this issue. Teresa has been too valuable, too instrumental as a chairperson to take this away from her, and we'll all suffer for it. I really can't implore you enough to do that. And I think that if we do that, and we do that in the spirit of community and in unity, and in the spirit of cooperation, we're going to find a good solution to the Greenway, and we're going to move on as a stronger community. So I ask and I implore everybody to do that. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca White. I serve under Teresa, or have, on the Transportation Committee. I live 8 blocks away. Been a CB member for most of the last 10 years. 2 minutes is I'm asking that the board please reinstate Teresa immediately. 2 minutes is a woefully inadequate amount of time in which to mention even a fraction of the positive and amazing accomplishments of Teresa Toro. Fortunately, other people have mentioned most of them, but I wanted to go back and reiterate that it was Teresa who really took the helm and made the negotiations happen between the MTA and the North Side Business Association when the L trains were being shut down all weekend, really hurting the economics of the neighborhood, and she made that happen. And that was a spearheaded thing that other communities have now been able to take and do, so that when they have train closures in their neighborhoods, she made that happen for communities all over the city. I've never seen anyone attend as many rezoning meetings in my life either. But Teresa has professional experience in transportation planning that she brings to the table, but she's not a top-down person. She always sends out educational materials so that the committee members can learn what bus rapid transit is, so that we can learn what the best curb cut systems are, so that we can learn how to be better committee members. This committee has faced many struggles. Some of them we've won. We stopped the power plant. Others we've lost, and I'm certain that we all miss the People's Firehouse. Whenever I've attended a planning meeting, a rally, or hearing, Teresa has already been there organizing and fighting for our community. I've always been very proud of CB1. When our activists from other communities have lamented the conditions of their community boards, I've always been able to boast that CB1 is really great, and that CB1 has excellence and responsiveness. So I've always been proud, and I fervently want to keep feeling that way. So please make me proud tonight and reinstate Teresa Toro.
Next.
Thank you, Chairman Abate. My name is Kevin Vincent, and I'm a resident of CB1, a cyclist, a pedestrian, and a user of mass transit. And I just wanted to express my support for the bike lanes, the health and safety benefits that they bring, including improvement to our quality of life. And I would like to also extend my support and thanks to Teresa Toro, who has worked tirelessly for livable streets in our community. Pretty much everybody has said anything that I wanted to say tonight, so I would like to mention that I'm also a volunteer with the Brooklyn Committee of the Transportation Alternatives. We would like to work with the businesses. We recognize the impact that this lane has had on the businesses with all members of the community. I encourage anybody to find me. Again, my name is Kevin Vincent. After the meeting, and we are working with NAG for bicycle outreach in regards to the safe uses of the streets in terms of sharing the streets between cyclists and automobiles. Thank you.